Hi, it's Rose Clark. Good afternoon. I am interviewing today Robbie Kaye for the Independent Art News in Sacred, California. I'm just going to get right to it. Robbie, tell us, why art? I understand you've been talking about the psychology of art and the artist. So why art? When did this all start?
Hi Rose, it's great to be here. Thanks for inviting me. Yes, let's get right to it. Why art, and when did that begin? I think every artist has their own story, and I think mine takes place in retrospect. When I was 5 years old, I was still living in an apartment building in Brooklyn, sharing a room with my brother, and my parents thought, what am I going to do during the summer? So they sent me to sleepaway camp, where I spent a lot of time in arts and crafts and doing sports and music. They had these big music productions that even the little kids got to be part of, and I was the youngest at the camp, I believe, at some point, being 5. But I think that kind of stuck with me, and I was glad in the end that I went.
Oh, such a young age. They sent you off to camp for 2 months. My goodness, that must have been traumatic.
Well, I don't know if it was traumatic or not, Rose. There was definitely an adjustment, and when you're so young in these bunks, they actually had kind of like moms sleep in the bunks with us, and it really turned out to be a blessing, as I said. And I think I forgot to mention that there was a piano in the bunk where I stayed, and I would surmise that had a lot to do with my love of music and my desire to play the piano at such a young age.
So in your household, and you explained your refuge, you must have been lonely at the time, or were you?
Well, the refuge didn't really start until maybe I was in junior high. My brother left, I guess, when I was in junior high to go to college, so it was kind of like being an only kid, and there wasn't a lot of interaction in my household, and so at age 7, I had been bugging my parents to take piano lessons. I was one of those weirdo kids. And my grandparents, we just moved into a new house from Brooklyn. We moved to Long Island, and got me the most beautiful little mahogany baby grand piano, and I started taking lessons. And that became my refuge, to meet with my piano every day and to take lessons and to experience growth, and just to be getting better, and also to be learning tools to be making music was really great, and that distracted me from my loneliness. But I think I was lonely, in essence. But playing the piano definitely helped me so much, and it really was my refuge at times, for sure.
Fascinating. Well, let's get back to the psychology part of it. So, what is that about, really?
Well, the psychology part of it for me was, there I was playing music and relating to this new outlet while my psyche was developing at such a young age. I think, and now as I'm still exploring the whole concept of art being kind of a way in and a way out. It's a way out, or it was a way out for me anyway, of feeling anything too unpleasant. It definitely distracted me from my loneliness, from whatever unhappiness would come in and out of my life. And so I think the psychology really intrigues me, not just my own, of course, but for all artists. I mean, if we go back in time and we read so much about other artists and the great well-known artists and the trials and tribulations that they went through during the course of the time when they were creating art. And it's always been compelling to me, the psychology behind the artist.
Oh, terrific. Thank you so much. Actually, our time is up. I know it was short, but I understand you're going on other interviews. Next, you'll be meeting with Sarah Bronstein, and we wish you all the luck in that interview, and we say thank you for now. Good afternoon. This is Rose Clark.
Thank you, Rose. Hope to speak to you again.